Hi, I'm Ashley Borden, and welcome to Perfect Form. Let's be honest, there is nothing sexier than a great fitting bra, but there is nothing worse than that unsightly bra fat. So I'm here to show you some exercises that are gonna make bra fat a thing of the past. We're gonna be working on your chest today, which actually can be a very hard muscle to activate, especially if you're really tight in your chest. You sit in front of a computer all day, you're holding babies, you're internally rotated with your shoulders. So we're gonna go through some rolling out stretches and how to really activate the muscle correctly in this series. Okay, so we're gonna start first with a chest opening up move, which would be using a ball on your pec. Now I'm using a softball, but you can definitely use a softer ball, but it's important that you're using something that's high enough in the circumference so you can actually get into the muscle. You're gonna put the ball right at the top of your pec. You're gonna stay over the ball and you're gonna go forward and pull down with the elbow. So again, the ball might move out a little bit, but you wanna make sure that you stay on top of it so you can really feel that into your pec, and you're gonna do both sides, and I would say about 10 times on each side so you can really feel that deep opening in your pectoral muscle, which will allow you to activate it a lot more. And now let's open up the rest of that shoulder harness through here, which is also what keeps it really tight and internally rotated. And we're gonna start with your lats. You're gonna do 3 points on your lats, starting at your armpit, and then you're gonna move down armpit, lower, and a little bit lower. The way that you set it up is you want to have the heel of your hand on your ear, like you're not listening to me, but you are. And you're going to have your knee bent in front, your other leg behind you, and you're going to rotate back and forth. You're going to rock back and forth. I want you to make sure that you're not doing this. Okay, you're not leading with your chin. You want to feel like you almost have a neck brace on, and you're going to go back and forth. I would say 5 times, then you'll move it down. Same thing, back and forth, 5 times. And then down 1 more time, back and forth. And again, you can spend more time rolling out your lats, especially if you sit a lot in front of a computer. This is gonna feel really good to open up those shoulders and those lats. So you'll feel like you can get much more of a stretch and you can activate your chest more when your lats are open. So let's move now to an active chest stretch. So now that we opened up the muscle, we wanna actually stretch it out and activate it. I'm gonna stand up and you're gonna do an active chest stretch. Fingertips are gonna reach out in front, jazz hands, okay? And you're gonna throw the arms back and really activate that chest, keeping your head in line with your spine. So when I'm throwing my arms back, I'm not pushing my neck forward, I'm keeping my head in line with my spine, and I would do about 10 of those. You get a nice stretch for your biceps. And now we're gonna move to your lat stretch, right on your back on the side. That'll help open up that muscle from your triceps all the way down. You're gonna base your feet wide. You wanna find an object that doesn't move, and you're gonna sit back into your heel and really push that tush back so you get that nice stretch all the way into your lat and into your tricep. I would say hold for about 3 deep breaths, and then you're gonna move to the other side. Same thing, wide feet. Push that knee out, and you're gonna sit back in your standing heel on the side of the arm that's holding so you feel that deep stretch into your lat. Now let's activate those back muscles, specifically your lats on the side. That will really help you to really connect to your push-ups when you're doing it, because now your back is nice and open, but I want you to understand how to contract and really activate that muscle. So I'm gonna lie all the way down. I want you to grab a towel, or I'm using a very sturdy band, and you wanna make sure that you have enough resistance so your arms are long. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull your arms, keeping your elbows straight. You're gonna pull your arms all the way down, really, really pulling that belly in, and then release. So if you look, what I'm doing on my side on my lat is I'm pulling down with the band away, so I activate my lat, and then I'm releasing it. And you can do it with both of your hands. Again, you're gonna pull all the way down. You're not gonna bend your knee, your elbows. You're gonna keep your knees bent, and then you're gonna release it. And one more time, keep the belly pulled in. You're gonna pull all the way down with those lats, really, really full. Feel that connection of your lat pulling down into your waist, and then release it. Great, so now that you've connected to your lats, let's move into a push-up. Funny enough, your lats have everything to do with your push-up. A lot of times people think, well, I'm working my chest, so what does that have to do with my back? Well, we'll explain right now. So the feeling that you just had when you were pulling those shoulders away from your ears and retracting your lats, you're gonna use that exact same feeling that you just had with the band. So I want you to extend your arms out, push those shoulders away from your ears, connect to your lats, and then you're gonna bring your palms down with your fingers really, really wide. One foot back, squeeze your glute, your other foot back. So when you're doing your push-up, what you wanna feel like is the alignment of your thumb is in line with the base of your chest, and then push all the way up to the top. So if that's too difficult, you can go onto your knees. But what I want you to connect to are your lats. So keep those shoulders down, keep those lats engaged during your whole push-up. That way you can open up your chest more and you can activate that whole pectoral muscle, which is everything through here. Because when your lats aren't retracted and you're trying to do a push-up, a lot of times we feel it in our traps and you feel it in your neck. This way you're able to open it up, really connect to your pecs. I would say start with about 10 reps with that. So now that you've done your chest and you've worked your big muscle, we're gonna work some smaller muscle groups, triceps. I'm using a light to medium band. You wanna attach it on, again, onto something that doesn't move. Real important when you're holding bands and you have a grip that you don't let your hand flail this way or your wrist open up and move. You wanna make sure you have a very tight grip on it, not too tight, but enough that when you push back, that you're not letting your wrist roll, okay? Another thing I want you to do is use those lats that we just learned when we were laying down. Use those lats to block your shoulders down. Push your tailbone out, squeeze your arms in at your side, and you're gonna do about 10 tricep kickbacks from here, pushing all the way through your knuckle. Don't break the wrist. Push all the way through your knuckle 10 times, and then you're gonna reverse it. Pin the arms in, my shoulders are back, I'm using my lats, pushing straight through. And again, I don't want the head up, I don't want it too far down, right in line with your spine. And again, 10 reps. The most important thing when you're working bands or you're doing dumbbells or you're using your body weight, that you really connect to the muscle that you're working. So when you're doing triceps or you're doing your chest, I want you to really try to focus in on the muscle that you're trying to fire. That way you'll get better results and you'll be able to build your body much quicker. I'm Ashley Borden with Perfect Form, and remember you could check out the rest of my videos on Live Strong Woman. Ask me a question, you could jot down some ideas if you have some for me. I will read it, I will respond. And remember, I want you to always connect to your body.